Alright guys, we're going to do the autobox from scratch. This is going to be just a quick lesson. Once again, if you didn't know, to do this I right click and I can orbit, hold down the wheel mouse, and I can push it back and forth. And alright, so I'm going to sketch onto the top plane, and I'm going to come over to the right. I'm going to click on the box to square it up. I'm going to put a square. I'm not really concerned about the measurements. I'm going to extrude that, right click, tilt it, take a look at it, and now we're going to put some lines on here that we can use, some construction lines. So we're going to click this line and then construction, and we're going to put those on here. This is going to help us line up our shapes. You can see I have these symbols, and if I go back and forth I get the 90-degree symbol. Press escape, let go of that line, press line construction again. Give yourself another line, make sure it's vertical, make sure you get that 90-degree angle, press escape, let go of it. Another one, and this time we're going to go horizontal, take it to the side, press escape, let go, another line, and come across, press it, escape. Now we're going to take out the dimension tool, and we're going to click on this line and this line, and we're going to make that in this case 2 inches. You may have a different dimension. You may want to go 3, you may want to go 1, but we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to put these crosshairs in the corner. This crosshair, I want this crosshair over here as much as possible. To do that, we're going to measure this side, and we're also going to make that 2 and enter. So that's going to put that crosshair right there so we can center our shapes. So same thing with this side, we're going to make this 2 and enter. Then we're going to make this 2 and enter, and there we go. Alright, so now we're going to click OK. You see your grid lines. If you want to hide your grid lines, you can hide them, but we want to make them visible. So we're going to sketch back onto the surface, and this time we're going to square it up. We're going to put a center point circle right on that crosshair. Make sure you don't have this selected. If you have that selected, it's not going to extrude. So make sure you deselect the construction, make sure it's a solid line, and we got that. Now we're going to do a center point rectangle. Grab your crosshairs, bring that out. Now we're going to do a triangle, and we're going to come up, down, over, and let's make these equal. So we're going to click on this, and we're going to make from here to here, let's make that 45, and from here to here, let's make that 45, enter. Then from here to here, let's also make that 45, and something happened. What did I do? Oh, 45 and 45, that's going to be a 90. Alright, so you want to straighten this out, so we're going to hold on to this and see if we can pull this down. Hold on guys, let's see if I can edit, And let's take these angles out for a second. I want to see something. So I'm going to bring this down, and now I'm going to put the angles back in. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I want to make this line horizontal. So I'm going to go to horizontal right here, and I'm going to click on that and make that 100% horizontal. You saw it moved a little bit. So now let's go put our angles in. Let's see if that's 45, and I want to make this 45 as well. What happened? Missed it. 45. There it is. 45. All right, much better. And I want to make this. Hold on. I want to make from here to here. I want to make that 3. All right. Or I thought I said 3. Okay, 3. Much better. All right. Let's see if we can move this down. All right, I'm gonna move this down. So I can't move it off that line. It's stuck on that line. So I'm gonna move it down just a little bit. So now I'm gonna make a star. And so some students showed me that a polygon is a good way to do that. So you can bring the polygon out and place it, and then put a center point circle in the middle. Bring it out. We're going to zoom in on this, and we're going to use this as our star. And we're going to do construction lines. Let's see if we do a construction line, come across till we get the middle. So here's the middle, and we're going to do another construction line, hover across till you get the middle, and then come in, get that middle, hover across until you get the middle, there it is, and then hover across till you get the middle, there it is. And so these construction lines are not going to be part of the sketch. It's just there to help you out. Alright, so you have your centers. Now you're going to deselect construction, and you're going to make your star, bring it down and up, down and up, down and up. I get this right? Oh, gotta put those lines in there. That line goes there, and this goes here, and this goes. Oh, I don't know why I switched to a circle. Put that there, and that there, and it switched to a circle on me again. And we're going to go to there and to there, and then up to there. Now we're going to take our scissors, and we're going to cut stuff away that we don't need. And let's see. Alright, cut this all away. Alright, getting close. This is a perfect star. Something I've been trying to do for a while. We're talking a couple years. And It was just pointed out by a student that you can use a polygon to create a star, and voila, here it is. Alright, so scissors to cut this all out, and there's your star. It does take a little bit of effort to get this, and there's your star. And do the inside as well. You don't need all this. Now there's your star. So you got your shapes. Now we're going to do a extrude remove, and we're going to right click and we're going to pull that arrow all the way through, and there's my shapes. So now we're going to create the pegs that go in them. So we're going to go let's see, where's my plane tool. So we're going to pick on plane, pick the same plane that's drawn on. You're going to draw it back, and we're going to go sketch onto that brand new plane, square it up, and we're going to trace the I don't know why it's doing this. Trace the circle. Make sure it's not 100% the same width. Otherwise, if you print this thing, it's not going to fit. So here's my center point square, and zoom in for my triangle. Got my triangle. There it is. There it is. And my star. It's a good looking star. And here we go. Alright. So we are tracing on that plane that we created. So when you extrude these things, it'll go from that plane all the way through this plane, and then you'll have your perfect pegs. So if I right click and rotate, you can see all these shapes in the background. Now we're going to extrude, and we're going to pull those things all the way through. There we go. And I don't want this submitted. What I want submitted is on your assembly, you're going to insert these parts. So you insert these parts one by one, and then you're going to click OK. And what I want you to do is select that, right click, fix it into position. And so the other ones are going to move, and this one's not going to move, and these other ones will move. So we're going to use the slider tool. We're going to grab the circle or the cylinder because that's the easiest one. We're going to go in and grab the center of that thing, put that there, click OK. The square is going to be a little bit harder because it's tougher to get that center. So we're going to make that selection and go over to our square. We're going to get the side, put it on the side, and we're going to click offset. And if you can see, we're going to go along the X axis, which is red. We're going to move our wheel on our mouse just one step at a time to move it into place, and press OK. And we're going to come up to our pyramid, grab that. This you're going to have to move in two different directions. So we got that, and you can tell that it is off a little bit, so we're going to offset on this here. It's not moving. Alright, something's wrong here. It's not, I think my computer froze or something. So let's click OK. And it looks like I have a mistake, so I'm going to right click, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to start over again. I did something wrong, I don't know what I did. So let's go slider, select, grab it, go select, and we're going to offset, and we're going to go that way a little bit and down a little bit. Zoom in, you can see what's going on. Right click, we're still quite a bit off, and over. So you're in between 7 and 8, so I do 0.75, enter. So when you do your wheel mouse, you can't get that ones, tenths, hundredths. You can't get that hundredths place. You have to actually manually type that in. And it looks like we got the X lined up. So we're going to do the star next. Here's my star face selection, and then we're going to go over to the star. This one you definitely can't get the center. So you got the star, and you're going to line it up. Offset. Bring it over and up. Zoom in a little bit more and a little bit more. Zoom in. That's good enough. So close all this and then bring this up. You can see everything works. Alright, and last step, we're going to create a drawing, and let's see, we're going to insert the assembly, and we're going to make that a isometric, and we're going to make that a 1 to 6, maybe a 1 to 5, or 1 to 8, a little bit smaller. And I want you guys to get rid of this table down here. So if you don't have anything selected up here, then you can click, hold, and drag and delete that stuff. Put this in the center. I'm going to come over here, we're going to create another page, and we're going to insert, click insert twice, insert, insert, and we're going to bring in the parts, and you'll notice they're kind of small, so we're going to bring up our ratio a little bit, maybe 1 to 5. So when you put that there, then you move your second placement, you move, and it's going to automatically rotate that another direction, and so now you have the side and the front. We go insert, insert. These guys we're going to put in a top view, and so we can see the top view. I don't want the side view, I don't need the length, so we're going to go insert, insert, second one, make sure it's the top view, and I'm not sure if that's triangle, square, whatever it is. Do the rest of them, and third one, top view, bring it in over here somewhere. That's your triangle. Insert the fourth one, top view, bring it down, and so now we're going to deselect all this up here. We're going to select a measurement. We're going to get the diameter of this and the side of this. Bring your bring these down and line these numbers up, and since that's an equal star, y'all just have to do one side. That's all you gotta do. This is an equal triangle. So I'm gonna bring my numbers. Don't do this. It's gonna look confusing. Bring your numbers out so that you're not overlapping anything. and see if you see the diameter of this, 2.48, 2.76 or 78. So this is going to be skinnier than that, so that's going to fit in there. The diameter or the length of this is 1.83, and that's 2.12, so this is definitely going to fit inside that. And here's your star. Bring up there, pull your don't put your numbers like this, stretch them out like this. So 0.76, and that star is 0.76. That's a pretty tight fit. Maybe measure from here to here and see what that is. That's 2.43. Measure from here to here, 2.54. That's interesting. That star is pretty, if you were to print that, that would be a pretty tight fit. Okay, so maybe I can go back to that sketch. I want to see something real quick. So I'm going to go back to the sketch, edit the sketch, go to my star, and look at my measurement. 0.65. I wonder what happens if I change that. Let's see. Hold on. Is it going to still? It moved it. I don't want to do all that stuff. I'm just going to leave it the way it was. Go back to my drawing. And I'm not going to update this. I'm going to leave it like it is. So you have page 2 and page 1. Page 1, let's put your name on there, and press OK. And we're going to go to the bottom of the tab. We've got the 2 pages, so go to the bottom tab, right click, export as a PDF, export, and it takes about 5 seconds to show up. And there it is. So there's my PDF, and here's page 1, here's page 2, and all you got to do is download that thing, download it to your desktop, import it into your Google Classroom assignment, and you're done.